Good morning, LinkedIn family. It's time for another Coffee with Bob. It's a thankful Tuesday. And as I've always said, it takes one connection to change a life. And I think Madelaine Weiss here is going to be that connection. I practice that. I know I always rip it off. I always wreck it. Madelaine is the author of Getting Great, the 5-step strategies for work and life based on science and stories. If you're not connected with her, if you're not following her, if you're not engaging with her, you absolutely have to, because she's got some really cool stuff that she wants to talk about. Madelaine, thank you so much for being on Coffee with Bob. I'm very honored that you've chosen to do this with me.
It is my pleasure to be here. And hi, everybody.
Thanks for that. So you're out on the East Coast. You're in Washington. So you got some warmer weather coming your way, because we here in the Midwest, we've been relatively really nice.
It was gorgeous today.
Good, awesome.
Degrees and sunny.
There you go. Tell us a little bit about this book.
So let me give you a real quick backstory. Perfect. And I apologize for jumping us into the deep end, but I think it really gives some texture to things.
Okay.
When I was 15 years old, my father passed away. And it wasn't actually, he died of a stroke.
Oh, wow.
And it wasn't really until years later when I kind of broke down with my mother about all my fault it was, because I was such a mouthy little girl. And she said to me, "No, honey, it wasn't you, it was work." So no surprise to anyone, I guess I've wended my way to helping people master their minds so they can have more hours in the day, more peace of mind, more energy, more freedom and fulfillment, maintaining and enjoying satisfaction and success in all areas of their lives, their families too, without burning out or burning anyone else out, for that matter.
Yeah.
That's true, right?
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
So for the book, I asked myself at some point, because I have such a varied background, and also so do all my clients. So they're all different one from the other. And I have this toolkit packed with all kinds of goodies from evolutionary psychology, and I have an MBA, and believe it or not, I've been studying pre-Hindu tradition for over 20 years. I know.
Wow.
For over 20 years. So I've got the Eastern Western philosophy, and I'm a brain science junkie. I read that all day long. So I was saying to myself, what is it that's actually putting a smile on all these people's faces? And that's when I came up with these 5 steps that no matter what age or gender or occupation or ethnicity my clients they all really pretty much went through these steps.
Okay.
I decided I would love to put in a bottle, and the bottle is called Getting to Great, and it's G.R.E.A.T. because that's the acronym for the 5 steps. So you can only imagine how excited I was when I realized it worked into that acronym.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a great title.
Thank you.
And see, this is what I mean by one connection can change a life, because you literally could probably save someone's life with what you're doing.
It's perfect that you said that. That really resonates, because I actually feel that if I help one, and no matter how many times I say that, I always get like a little teary right here. If I help one little boy or girl's mommy or daddy, or anybody at all for that matter, doing what I'm here to do. I used to work at Harvard Medical School for 13 years, actually. And they used to have me address the first year medical class at the beginning of their anatomy course and also at the end. And the first time I said to this first year class, let's all fall still, because I teach and study mindfulness. So, and they did. And I thought, oh my God, I just told the first year medical class at Harvard Medical School to fall still, and they did. And I saw all these faces that I would see in the hallway, so stressed.
Mm-hmm.
So many people are, I have a statistic here, 77% of all professionals are suffering burnout or
Doesn't
have,
surprise me. Yeah.
or, so when I saw the peace come over their faces, and it took nothing, a little bit of breathing. And
Mm-hmm.
by the way, everybody, if you go to my website at madeleineWeiss.com, there are complimentary mind management exercises. One of them is called power breathing. It's a 30-second mindset reset. I swear it takes under 30 seconds, and it completely changes the mindset up into the executive functioning brain, which is where we want to make, especially the major decisions of our
Mm-hmm.
life
Yeah.
from. So when I would look at these students and I would think to myself, my God, think of how many lives, like I just touched them, and over the course of their lives, they're going to touch how many people.
Yeah.
And the idea of being able to stay in touch with our own feelings, whoever we are, whatever we do, without becoming overwhelmed by them, brings us into our full humanity. And I feel like the world needs this,
Yeah. It really does, especially today.
be able to feel what we feel and be able to tolerate it enough that the feelings are not behind the wheel, but they're data and they inform us. And then we can be rational about how we want to proceed.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I think especially in today's world where everybody is under so much pandemic stress,
Oh my
right?
gosh.
This couldn't be more important. This couldn't be more vital to our well-being. That's why I was so excited to have you on the show today, because
Oh,
I
thank you.
think it's critically important. We only got a couple minutes left. Can you share what GREAT stands for?
Yeah. So G is, I'll try to do this quickly. G is for grounding in the belief. When people come to me, usually they just want some pain to stop. Please help me stop the pain. They don't really believe that
Mm-hmm.
they can have a great life. So G is for grounding in the belief that they really can have a great life. And I hold that space for them till they can step into it themselves. The premise of the work is a great life depends on a great fit between who we are and the environments in which we live and work. So if it starts with who we are, R is for recognizing who we are, not who someone else said we should be, not who we may have even thought we should be for the whole life of ours, but our truer nature, wishes, dreams, hopes, abilities, whatever. And then we go exploring. E is for exploring all kinds of possibilities that may have never occurred to them before, or maybe did, and they went, nah, that's never going to work. So we open all that up and explore all that. And exploring is fun, but it's not enough because it's not sustainable. There has to be action.
Mm-hmm.
William James said, action doesn't guarantee happiness, but there's no happiness without action.
Right.
And then the T is for tackling the normal, natural, inherent, predictable, expectable resistance to change that we humans all experience. And so I help keep people, we sort of predict that, and then we can stay on track when it happens. It's like, oh, there goes that. We
Yeah.
knew that was coming.
Amazing.
So,
That's very cool. And I assume we can get this on Amazon, correct?
indeed, you can.
Um,
I don't know if the Kindle sale will be operative at the time of the listening to this, but
we'll put the link up there. I'll also have the link to Madelaine's site in the comments below.
yes,
Like I said, if you're not following her, if you're not engaging with her, if you're not connected with her, you really need to, because Madelaine's got some amazing stuff going on. Madelaine, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being on the show. You're